I'm just going to give you a bit of a context.
Yeah.
Obviously, Man City, you guys began your Premier League season with a 4-0 win away at Wolves.
hmm
Obviously, with your new signing, Reinders playing well, giving an assist. But then again, it was you basically had a game right afterwards against Spurs, and you actually lost 2-0 at home, where you considered goals from Brennan Johnson and Joao Palhinha.
hmm
Obviously through mistake by James Trafford. With that in mind, right? How are you actually feeling after the opening game, whereby you actually played well against Wolves, but then being beaten at home to Spurs? How do you feel about that?
It was obviously it wasn't expected. I felt very confident going into the game. I know we were missing some of our key players, like Rodri's still not fully back yet, Odin coming on, but going into that game, I was confident. And if you check Man City Twitter, they're normally very conflicting, like in terms of Pep trusting the old guys. But the team that we started with was what everyone kind of wanted. Like Churchy was there, like creativity. Rendes was there,
Did
new
he start
guy.
that game?
Yeah, Churchy started that game. Yeah, Churchy started that game. Rendes was there.
Okay.
Marmoush started instead of Doku, which people wanted.
Hmm.
Nori was there. And like from the team from Wolves, I personally would like kept the same team of Wolves, maybe Marmoush for Doku and probably play Bernardo Silva instead and still give Churchy some time. But from that aspect, it was an exciting team. I was very looking forward to the game. I think, yeah, like we didn't we didn't get 3 points, but I don't think we played bad. I think it's been overblown. It's been overblown. Like Spurs are a good solid team. Spurs has been once perhaps most bogus team ever. Whether we had
Yeah,
when we had our
no, that's
best
for sure.
team or not, for some halves, I think from when he called he called Spurs the Hurricane team. Remember, like a couple of years ago, he called
I remember.
Spurs
I
the Hurricane
remember.
team. There's been a curse, bro. Because before that, we used to beat them. It doesn't matter now with Spurs. Like whether managers on a good run or bad run, right? They always beat us. So, but that side, it was just football. Like I don't think we played bad. We created a lot of chances at the start of the game. We created a lot of chances. Mamush had a couple of chances. We were there. And the first goal obviously kind of tilted the game. Like it was Stones stepping up, clipped, football, made a mistake,
Y-
and
You
not
know,
covering.
you know what? No, it's true because literally before Spurs even got that chance from that long ball,
Yeah,
Maurice had a couple chances whereby,
chances.
yeah, exactly. He got onto like a back pass from what
hmm
was his name, Pedro Porro,
Pedro. Yeah.
but he shot, but it went wide, and then after that, I think Haaland gave him a nice through ball, but it
Oh,
was
that
saved.
was
But with that chance, I thought he was going to lift it. You know what I
uh,
mean? Like lift it over the
honestly,
keeper because the keeper came out that fast.
honestly, I was very disappointed in Manush with that, especially the second chance, because that's something that a player of his quality should bury. A player of his
Mm,
quality
mm.
should bury them. That was like everyone talks about Haaland having build up play, coming to link up. That was Lewandowski Benzema-ish. Like he dropped, came through, played
It,
that sweet, nice ball. At the
sweet
striker
one too,
then
yeah.
Marmoush, you have to he scores that in a different game. You know what I mean? But end of the day it's football. Then they go up, like you said, who just wins ahead of Ruben Diaz, you're tracking back, someone slips, they get a goal. And getting that goal, I wasn't too mad about that, right? Then they get a
That's
second
one thing I
goal
wanted
from
to
off.
ask you about. Sorry to
Yeah.
cut you off. That's one thing I wanted to ask you about. Like Stones,
hmm
I believe in that sequence.
hmm
Stones was being lazy because he tried to step up instead of
hmm
because knowing that if Diaz does not win the ball,
hmm
if you try to step up there is a bit of a what's the word for like a 50-50.
Is
Okay, so let's just
yeah.
say he took a chance basically just
Took
to
a
step
chance
up.
there.
Yeah, and obviously that didn't work out.
hmm
So like with that said, I've been looking at how you guys have been playing defensively. Do
hmm
you think it's still the same case last season? I mean, like looking at how you guys conceded those two goals. Obviously, the second goal was a mistake, sort of by your keeper. But like, do you think you guys are still lacking defensively, or you think you guys will sort it out?
I think we'll be fine. I think again, it's a bit of a blown out of proportion. Like again, Guardiola's not there. Guardiola didn't play it. Again, he's a very important player as well, right?
Yeah.
Like
Okay. No, that's true. That's
another
true.
important player. Kuzanov, who I don't know what Pep is waiting for to start him or to play him, even in the right back position. He's quick, right? So he can cover
Hmm.
those things. So and Stones and Ruben Diaz are solid. I'm not too worried about them. Like it was just Stones just it's a mistake. Like he tried to step up and slipped even, right? So maybe he has to
Yeah,
carry over, but this is a like it's a mistake. It's just an unfortunate circumstance. Our defense, everyone talks about our defense, right? And like it being like too attacking. And I've seen us win the league with Fabian Delph and Zinchenko playing left back. Like people forget, like
true.
if we're dominating games and we're attacking people, like I think we're gonna be fine. We're going to be fine. I'm not too worried about defense. Like how it was last season was the freak. Yeah, everyone was injured. People were coming back. Like people are not fully fit. Like Kyle Walker, the terrorist, has finally left. So I'm
The
again,
terrorist.
nah, Kyle Walker, man, he's done like yeah. So there's a lot of stuff that our defense, I think it will be fine. Like we got enough cover there to be better than last year. And again, Rodri's going to be back. People forget about that. The
When is he
Ballon d'Or,
back? Do you know
he
when you think
played.
he's gonna be
I
back?
think he's fully back after September. Fully back after
Okay,
September.
yeah,
From what
yeah.
Pep's words are, came on the other day, looked good. Probably will get some minutes in again this week, hopefully. But
This weekend,
fully
yeah,
back, he'll be back. He'll be back. What's it called? To be back. And again, that solves a lot of the issues because again, when before previously our squad was very attacking, but we had what Fernandinho covering there, right? Have
yeah.
being that person there covering. We have Rodri as well, who again isn't fast, but he reads play very well and controls that play. You know what I mean? Like he controls that very, very well. So in terms of that, I'm not as worried. I think we'll be fine in terms of defensive wise, right? And
Okay,
it's again, it was just football. Like we made mistakes, Spurs pounced on it, right? When they make mistakes,
yeah,
we
that's
didn't
right.
pounce on it. We didn't take our chances, they took their chances, right? And then after that, again, they got 2-0 up. Yeah, probably second half was a bit underwhelming. We didn't probably create as much. Again, we had a chance where Haaland cuts it again. Van der Ven loses the ball to Bob. Same thing as Trafford did in the box. Haaland misses a pass. He scores that 2-1. Again, they've made mistake. We don't take advantage of it. So my takeaway from the game is, yeah, we didn't play as good as we did against Wolves, but it's Tottenham Hotspur again. Like they have a very solid defense. People like once that back four is fit, it's a good defense. Like Van de Ven and Romero are probably very good, very good centre backs. Like Spence been called up to the England squad is very good. Like getting at him is not easy. He's very, very good. And Pedro Perro is solid. So it's not a bad
Yeah,
backline. Again, we should do better, but it's football. I think we take our chances, we score first, it's a different game. So in terms of that, I'm still very optimistic. I still think we'll do very well this season. Again,
okay.
our best players will be back. Foden will be back. Like he's gonna be better this year. Like had a down year last year again. People are forgetting who Phil Foden is. Rodri will be back. Guardiola, who can play centre back and even left back as well. It's will be back. He's amazing. You know. So again, it's one of those
Well,
games where it's annoying, but I think I'm not worried right now. Second game of the season, we'll be back. Like again,
yeah.
we've done this in the past. We've lost five, seen us lose 5-2 to Leicester, and then come and win the league. So I'm still very optimistic. We still got a very good squad. Um, we got a lot of cover. I would love a right back if you're going right back, but that would probably be hard. Liverpool's been spoken about, but Newcastle probably won't give the game that. So
You know what? That's one sort of. I mean, actually, no. Before I come to the right back situation that you
hmm
guys got going on, I'll also go on to the goalkeeping situation. But before that, you
hmm
mentioned Rodri, right?
hmm
He's been out for a year
hmm
almost. I mean, he was
yeah.
out for the whole of last season. Do you really think he'll be the same player that he was when before he basically picked up the best player in the world award? Do you think
Probably
Rodri will still be that sort of player this season if he's to come back?
probably not straight away. Might take him a couple of games, couple of months, but it's just his presence, right? Like
Mm,
his the belief he gives the players when they're there, the belief the centre backs have. the belief the forwards have. Like the wingers, they already know if I make this run,
Yeah,
Rodri's gonna give it to me. He might not pull those passes straight away, right? But again, it's just him
yeah.
getting the habit. It's just the confidence. There's certain players, right, who they might not be 100%, but just them being there, they boost the team's confidence and it takes the confidence of the other team down. That plays a part. Like a lot of people talking about, we lost a bit of our aura. We probably have because people are like, Man City can be get at. But Roger being back
No, yeah, hundred
when
percent.
he's when he's being back, he's bossing the game around. He's there. Like it's like, oh, he's back. Do you mean like as a team, you're like, I can't get too tight. You'll turn me and play the ball to Haaland. Do you mean? So probably taking a couple of games, but I think he's still very important. Him just being there, his presence being there, he must not 200%, but him being there will boost other players' confidence. Is That's what I think is going to happen. I could be wrong, but I think that that will boost a lot of players' confidence.
Confident,
And
confidence. Okay, okay. I'll tend to agree with that, but it just lasts sometimes when certain players are basically out for a year and a whole
hmm
season. It takes them more than half a season to actually get back into the swing of stuff. But
hmm
you know what I mean. For your case, I'm hoping well, actually, no. As an
you know,
Arsenal
hope.
fan, I'm hoping that's not the
Listen,
case.
you
I'm not
better
hoping, but
listen. You
obviously for
better
your
hope. You
case,
better not hope.
for your case, you probably hope that's the case. You know what? Like, let's move on to the right back situation. Obviously, you
hmm
got Nico, what's
Rico
it, Lewis,
Lewis,
Rico Lewis, I should say, and then you got
Nunes,
what's the
Nunes
Nunes,
plays there.
I should say. Um, what exactly is going on with that situation? Because I thought you guys would be in for a right back. Because me personally, Rico Lewis
hmm
is not that type of right back that you would actually need right now. Because if Pep is still trying to play that sort of system whereby his right backs will still come in inverted, cool,
hmm
that's fine for Rico Lewis. But defensively, you guys are not strong as you were when you won the treble.
hmm
So it wouldn't really be reliable to play him there. And the same out Nunes
Yeah.
as well. It's like he's not a right back.
hmm
So what? Why do you think Pep has not signed a right back?
I would say right back situation, right? Rico Lewis, when the Northern Forest, I'll let him go, right? He's done his job. He's done good enough. It will just give us more money to
Wait,
upgrade.
you let him go?
I would have let him go, right? Because I thought it was a good enough offer.
Okay.
However, I understand
Yeah.
why they will keep him because, again, it just depends on games. He's a good squad player. Like I think he's needed in the squad, right? Like like you said, against teams that low blocks, which Messi will play a lot against. He can drop in
Yeah.
that midfield, you know. And however, in the big games when you're playing against your faster wingers, your bigger Jimmy, he could be targeted. Like, oh, forget the defensive role, right? So that's the issue. Nunes actually done well last season there, like at the end of the season. He done very well. He done well
You
there.
think so? Because with the games I saw him play as a right
hmm
back, I wasn't really convinced. I mean, then again, it's not his natural, you know, what I
It's
mean,
not his
position
natural
anyway.
position, but again, it's not
Exactly.
natural position. He's quick, right? He's very quick. Again,
Hmm.
being a fullback plays a huge part. You being very quick, right? You being able to like uh, get across that transitionary play that will help, right? So you don't have to
Yeah.
sometimes always defend. You just run in there, being there, could put a strike, like put the winger, or the striker off. But if you are not as a striker or winger, I have advantage on you. I have more time to relax. So he helps. The person that I would like to see play there is Kuzanov because
Mm,
he's sound
mm.
on the ball. He can be the Walker because Walker was never when Walker came to Man City, like I swear he was bombing on. But when he came to Man City, he wasn't bombing on as much. Like he would do his odd runs in here, but it was more him being central, being able to cover, right? And him
Yeah.
just going across.
Yeah.
Kuzanov is electric. He's got probably not as fast as Walker, but he's electric. He covers really well, right? It's just
That was gonna be
about
my question because sorry to cut you off there because
Mhm.
obviously he came in January and
Yeah,
I believe his first game was against
yeah.
Liverpool.
Chelsea,
Yeah,
Chelsea,
and
yeah. The
he
Chelsea play
Chelsea,
centre
sorry,
back.
yeah, and he looked very shaky, and I think he's not really shown what he can do in this
But again,
City side.
I
You know what I
understand
mean?
that, but again, that was the seaside where everyone was going wrong. Do you mean like
Hmm.
there was no stability? Like he didn't speak a lot of English, right? He starts his
Yeah,
game.
no, that's
He
true.
makes him. makes a mistake. Like it's 6 months down the line now. He's probably settled in more, knows has been learning English, knows the players more confidence, right? And in preseason, and like when we watched him, like we played like one game against Palermo, like his recoveries are ridiculous, right? So him being their game, he's a player that obviously the more he plays, the more builds. But there's games that you need Kuznov. There's games that you might need Rico Lewis. There's games where you might
Yeah,
need Nunes, right? So we have enough there. Again, we've won. I've seen us win leagues with Fabian Delph and Zichenko as fullbacks, right? So for
yeah,
me, it's just having different profiles there and different games. Would I like an outside right back if you got on North and other side? I would love that. Livermento, obviously, the person that we've spoken about, but Newcastle's not giving up. But again, I still think we have enough. I don't think it's a major issue like that because if we do play teams who have fast wingers, you should play Kusanov, you know. And if you actually spoke
mm,
about if even John Stones there's an option. John Stones can play there, right? And like I said, in our treble season when we were winning, we used to play with three. But it was a Kanji on the right. In the Champions League, for Akanji, Ruben Diaz, and Ake. So it was three centre backs. So if
yeah,
there's same games where you don't trust the young boys, you can go Stones, your Ruben Diaz, and your Guardiola. You come tied at first and middle, and then you let Arnold overlap. Again, we have enough. Us not getting a right back, I don't think should stop us winning the league. I don't think
okay, okay,
it will help, but I think we still have enough in the squad to overcome those days deficits, right?
okay.
So that's
Hold
my
on to that
opinion
thought
on our
then.
situation. Yeah.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Hold on to that talk because
Hmm.
you did mention that should not stop you from winning the league. So hold on to that.
Hmm.
So what's good? My next question line is obviously there's been a spotlight on your goalkeeper right
Yeah.
now, James Trafford, who you basically signed back from Burnley,
Hmm.
and with the errors that he made, but then again he still received support from your manager,
Yeah.
Pep. Um, do you have any doubts about giving him more chances to play, or you trust the manager's backing?
Again, it will depend on the situation with Donnarumma. If Donnarumma comes, he's playing, right? If Donnarumma, like again, there's been spoken about Donnarumma. If Donnarumma
You
comes,
believe Donnarumma is good enough to actually play in a system that Pep wants you guys to play, as in with his keepers having the ball to feet? You know what I mean, detecting play from
hmm
that side of the field as well. You think he's good enough?
he just people forget. People say he doesn't. He's not good on his feet. He just won the Champions League with PSG playing the best football of the year last year. He doesn't have to be Edison. No one's going to be Edison. Edison's literally probably the best at what he does, right?
Yeah,
So ideally, what like Edison, Neuer, your Neuers, like Allison, those are the best keepers there at those. But Edison is literally probably the best person on his feet. So we're not gonna get out of Edison. The sooner people realize, the better it is. Is Donnarumma competent enough to play with his feet? He can. Like he can. Not to the same level as Edison, but can he
yeah,
pick out a pass? Can he play the centre back? He doesn't have to be Edison. Can he play a long ball into Haaland when we're getting pressed high? He can. Is he going to be as comfortable, make it look as easy as it is? Probably not. I'm not
yeah.
expecting
That's
him
true.
to, right? However, the transfer situation, even if he stays, I still back him. I think he's good. He's good enough as well. He's got really good long balls. It's just again, the kid is 22, right? He's got so much potential, right? It's unfortunate. He made a big mistake. He just go simple. Stones was right there to name. You go to Stones, you recycle cross, right? He's made a
Yeah,
mistake.
no,
But we've
yeah,
seen Edison.
you're
I've
right.
seen Edison made a mistake, bro.
Make
I've seen it.
yeah, no, no, no. I've
I've
seen
seen
this made a
Edison
couple of mistakes like that, blinders like
again
that. Yeah,
against Spurs. Even against Spurs 2 years ago. I'm like game Maras, we came back, we're 2-0 down, and we came back 4-2. Edison played that
yeah,
same ball to Rodri. I've seen Edison make those mistakes, bro. So again, it's like if you're gonna at the end of the day, Edison's made a mistake. If you're going to play that back as a keeper, you're gonna make mistakes, right?
yeah,
We know that the best Edison, Neuer will make mistakes, right? But how they bounce back, obviously, there's going to be a spotlight. He plays for Man City, he's young, right? So
yeah,
the more mistakes he does, the better it's for his confidence, right? So it's not ideal situation for him to make a mistake. However, I think he's got a structure, he's got a belief in himself where he'll bounce back. So
yeah,
again, with that, think if we can get Donnarumma, we should get Donnarumma because Donnarumma, it's amazing. Our given situation, I think it's about time we get a keeper that can actually save, right? Because I'm tired of Edison just getting packed, man. I'm tired of it personally. Honestly, I'm gone past the pump. I'm tired of it. Like in the Club World Cup, they have four shots to score 4 goals. Like as good as he is with his fee and stuff, he's probably lost some motivation. He's probably lost, that bit of hunger. And
Yeah,
if we
no,
brought if he stays, right, and Trafford being there, it'll be good because there's some games that he can obviously help he can help him. But he will know his spot isn't 100% secured. Even last season Ortega, a couple of games Ortega played when he was fit. And it's not just he's not off the ball, but like he has. So us having two different new keepers or Trafford there doesn't worry me. Maybe he'll boost his game. Like competition sometimes brings the best out of you. However, Trafford, if he stays and he's number one, I'm confident like he made a mistake that cost us 2 points. I'm more confident in his saves that he will make for us. Will save us another 9 or 10 points because he's a beast in goal. Like he's a beast in goal. Like
yeah,
when he comes out, strikers fear him. You know what I mean? Like he covers the goal very well. Same with Donnarumma. Big keepers, have that presence in the box. So if you stay, I'm confident in Trafford. He made a mistake. It's unfortunate, but it happens, right? It's just now is how he reacts and how Pep will
reacts.
be the
Yeah,
next game.
true.
Will Pep trust him and play him, or will Pep take him out just to get him out of the media? Like, because now he's made one mistake. That's fine. Everyone will be looking this week against Brighton. If he starts or not, will he make a mistake again? Right. So the keeper situation is quite interesting. If I personally can, we should get Donnarumma. We should do everything we can. I think
To
from
get him,
reports, a deal is done between City and him. He wants to come. It's just more PSG's I've let go now. It's just us getting Edison. If you get rid of Edison, he will come. And that game boosts us. Again, talking about aura, right? He's a type of player that again, strikers coming up against him. Oh, 1-on-1, it's Donnarumma and goal. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
You
yeah. No,
put a
you're
cross
right.
in, he'll come and claim it, right? You
You're
like
right.
it's just that it's the same players that this stature seeks for himself, and he will again bring a bit of that, let's say, big player aura back, which we will need, and probably why Pep is leaning towards him because ideally he's a Pep keeper. No, but Pep is also seen as end of the day we need one. If he's the one of the best
You need
keepers
something
in the
different.
world, yeah, and
Hmm.
also he just won the league he just won the league and everything with PSG. Right, he doesn't have to be Edison. He just has to be and I think people think he's like my friends and people have told me he's not playing keeper. He's not on that level, but he's competent enough to play. If not, PSG wouldn't play the way they did.
No, it's true. No, it's true. Because was it, with everything aside, I believe he won PSG the Champions League, especially against Arsenal
Yes,
in the semi-final.
against Arsenal, bro.
He some of the
Yeah,
saves he made, I was sat on my seat thinking, how is this guy so big, but then gets down on the ground so fast to make
bro.
these sort of saves? So yes, you're right. He's more than competent enough to actually be in a goal for. See, but obviously I was looking at it from the point of view about the way Pep wants his keepers to
He
play
wants to
for now.
play.
So
Yeah.
now, yeah, no, that's true, it's true. But I got you. My next question is basically
Hmm.
about your squad, really.
Hmm.
Um, One player that looked apart, well, from the first game he played is Reinders. Yes,
Yeah,
Reinders.
Tijani Rand.
Obviously, he looked dangerous on his debut. My question is, how much of an immediate impact are you expecting from him? Bear in mind, he's played 2 games so far.
I'm expecting a lot from him, man. He's an absolute. He's so good, and I can't believe we got him for so cheap. Like I can't believe AC
How
Milan
much did
sold
you
him for
buy
so
him for?
cheap.
30 million?
Like no, 46,
46.
45.
Okay.
Yeah, 44 around the 40 mark, 46, 45. But for a player of
Mm.
his quality, 70 to 80 million. I'm telling you, like people like are talking like the McAllisters and the Casido and Enzo going for 100 mil stuff, right? Again, prem tax, of course, and stuff, but he is quality, man. And he's got a bit of your young Gundogan in him, right? Where he
Oh
can
yeah, yeah,
just
yeah, yeah. Yeah. His
he
movement.
he's he there's movement, he carries the ball, um, he can play in all three positions. He can play the six, he can play the eight, he can play the 10, right? So having that again with Rodri coming back, right? If people are gonna mark Rodri or like he'll come in and get a ball, right? He can drive like you're gonna used to do, drive or he'd like drive in that space, but he can arrive in the box. You know, that's so key. That's so key. Like people forget when we won our titles and stuff, how many clutch goals Gundogan came up with.
Good guy. Oh yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah. No,
just
at one
coming in the
point,
box.
yeah.
Even that's the Villa game, getting to the box, right? Reinders has got that about him. And that's as it like even like your old school, I was growing up on your Lampards and Giroud, that's something they used to do all the time. Right? Because you just look behind you to get into the box. And he's like he's also like goes in the tackle hard and stuff. They have a great game against Spurs, but it's gonna happen, right? But I'm expecting a big impact from him in terms of he wants the ball. As a, one thing out, he always even mistake or not, he always wants the ball. That's
Yeah.
one thing I'm very happy about. I was like, he'll want the ball, he tried to dictate, and he will try to make something happen, which sometimes last season we lacked a bit, right? Like the first goal against Wolves, he just drives, takes two players on and plays a screw pass. Like, it's just how many players there are thinking what a screw pass? Not a lot.
Yeah, yeah. The imagination to
The
actually think about that
imagination,
sort of
right?
pass. Yeah,
And
yeah.
he's got that in him. He might not always pull it off, but he understands it, and he's getting to his prime. I feel like he's that player that Pep will kick him on even stronger. And the more he plays with better players, like like the technical ability, your Rodris, your Foldens, your Churchy, your Bernardo's, that quite like the passes they will play. I'm confident we'll be fine in that era. Like and last
Be
season,
fine with that.
sometimes
Okay.
like we got overrun sometimes in that season. Like
Oh
last
yes,
season
you
as well.
did. You
That's a big
did.
issue.
But especially
So
in the midfield
he's
for
got the
sure.
legs. He's got the legs to cover. He's got the legs to run up and down. So I'm looking forward to him. I think, yeah, like he'll be very key. He'll be very key. If we talk about us making a run, like us competing late in like times like we normally do, I think he'll like all our signings that we've made. I think he probably the most key one. I'd say.
The key one about that. Okay. No, that's fine. Earlier on in the conversation, you mentioned
Mm-hmm.
that you've seen City start slow
Mm-hmm.
and in the Prem, and obviously gone ahead to actually win the league.
Couldn't tell. Yeah.
We've all seen that. But like this season,
Mm-hmm.
from my angle looking, I think Pep
Mm-hmm.
has more of a challenge this season. Obviously, bringing
Mm-hmm.
in new players to
Mm-hmm.
actually, what I mean, revamp your midfield,
Mm-hmm.
a bit of the attack too. My question to you: that are we still buying what Pep is selling the early part of the season, or should we be asking more questions of Pep this season?
I think the questions are warranted. Like, obviously, we had a bad
Hmm.
season, but he's also come from a season where he won four in a row. Like, people forget that.
Okay, true.
Like people forget he came from winning four in a row, right? And it's
Yeah,
like, again, it's just human nature. Like, there's a lot of stuff that happened last year where the players probably probably took the feel of the gas, injuries, all that kind of stuff. But I think we'll be fine. I think Pep he's very you can tell he's excited. He's even saying in his interviews, he can tell the players want it, right? The new players are
yeah,
there. The players that were there last season are like we didn't do well. Like we need to get back, and that's like Bernardo's been saying it. Like he's like City are known for winning, but known for being at the top, right? So
yeah.
it's that human challenge. And Pep is someone who loves a challenge. He lives for that. That's why he signed another 2 years. Honestly, if he'd done well last season, Pep would probably retired. He would have probably left Man City, bro. The reason why he
Probably, yeah,
stayed
yeah,
on, he's a maniac. He's like, oh, this is another challenge. I need to solve this. Like, and he's
yeah.
that type of player. So I'm confident that we'll be fine. I think like again, the challenge is you're right. Like you like Arsenal have have the like have the I think you could probably have the best squad in the league right now. Like I'm looking at Arsenal as when we used to have Man City used to have like two very good teams where like
Exactly.
right. So you lot probably favorites and you lot should hold that. You lot should you guys are favorites, right? Liverpool have strengthened. However, I still have my doubts about Liverpool because I think, like you said, they brought in too many players, right? And even
Hmm.
though Isak might be coming, and this may be a hot take, whatever, I think they're better off leaving it to TK, getting a winger,
As their
and
main
leaving
striker.
Isak alone.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
think him coming in, you'll have to then fit him in. And TK is not going to play on the bench. There might be games where he might do, but Lotto will try his best to fit them in. Probably going Isak going on the left, maybe, or just offset the team's balance. And the balance right now is not even right as it is.
It's not even right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, facts.
So for me, yeah, he had the bigger challenge, probably but with like Arsenal being more complete, Arsenal being more confident. Liverpool, like, they might not be balanced, but again, they can score a goal from anywhere. Like they've had 2 games where they scored 7 goals and all look great, right? So
Yeah,
it's a challenge in itself. Like the challenge is there, but I'm still confident in Pep. I'm still confident in the players that we have. Like there's hunger. Haaland's hungry. Haaland's very hungry. Like Bernardo's hungry. Like Stones is hungry. You can see it. Like you know, like our players are very hungry to get back to the level that we used to be. So it will be very interesting this season. It won't be a season where like anyone runs away. I think it goes to the end. I think you guys' depth, you guys is the only thing I'll tip for you guys is like your defense. I would say it's very solid. Like
yeah.
it's and with like hearing Hinder Cup coming in as well. It's like again, like your defense is outstanding right now. Right. So you're probably favorites because you've got everything that I see, right? But again,
Yeah,
it's when it comes down to it, when it will come down to the February, March times,
March.
when
Yeah,
the pressure comes, Man City have done it, right? Liverpool have done
yeah.
it.
That's true.
You guys haven't done it yet. So that's where
Facts.
I think it just makes it more. If you guys have done it before, then I think it'll be miles away. But I think when it creeps in, the pressure comes in, the injury comes in,
Yeah.
both City and Liverpool will have their belief like we can kick on, you know? And
Okay.
Arsenal might still have some doubts because again, it's just human nature. Until you do it, you believe it, but do you really believe it? Do you mean?
Believe it. That. Yeah,
So
that's true.
that's the thing. But I think our players being confident, the new blood being in there, will still be then about. And as a fan, obviously, I think we'll still win the league. I still think we have the big chance of win the league. Will it be probably a type of challenge that it has been the last couple of years? Probably will do.
Yeah.
Could go to the last game again, but even when we have done that, Man City, like we've done that. We've won in the last couple of games. We've won in the last 30 minutes, with Gundogan with a restoration. So it's something that, like you said, like Jose will say, football heritage, football heritage. Like we've done
Well,
it.
it's
You mean? So it's just
true.
something where I'll believe in that. And so it doesn't happen, I'll believe in that. Right? And
Okay.
I think our squad is equipped enough to deal with that, like this season. Barring injuries again. Just talking about barring injuries and stuff. But even with injuries and stuff, I still think you lot probably are the team that are set the best with injury happening to key players, I would say. Because with us, if Haaland gets injured, right, Marmoush will be there, but again, it's a bigger
It's
it's
not
a,
the
like
same.
a
It's not the
different
same sort of
challenge.
quality. Yeah.
Like if Salah gets injured, Van Dijk gets injured for Liverpool, it's like a bit tight for them. But with you lot now,
Yeah.
like Saka gets injured, Madueke is a very good player. Like the other guy gets injured, you got Eze, right?
Yeah. That's true.
Like um Martinelli now, he's got competition now. Like he's
Yeah, it
seeing
does.
your
It
Eze's come
definitely
in,
does.
He has to kick on his game. Like again, like people give a lot of trust and a lot of sick. He's not your fancy player, but he's a clutch player. He can come off the bench and get you a goal or
Let's
link up the
go.
play
Facts.
and do out of nowhere. Right? You've got your back line is as solid as it gets. Like so your midfield, you what's it called? Zubimendi's there. You got the guy from Brentford as well. The Rice is there.
Yeah. Not
So
bad.
for
Yeah.
me, Arsenal the favorites. Arsenal in my book should win it, right? Like they
Okay.
should win it. But again, the only reason why I'll keep down Arsenal is when it gets to those crunch times, the February, March, April, when you're playing Champions League, you're playing, and it's like it's there. Will you guys actually take the opportunity or not? We'll see. I think it's gonna be a very good season, right? It's like
Yeah.
I'm hoping it is like from neutral point of view. Like again. all three teams push it to the end. Um, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, Man City,
Okay.
I'm very
Okay.
confident. I'm still confident.
You're
Like
very confident.
I'm still confident in terms of the players that we have, the new players that we've got, the hunger,
Yeah.
and Pep Guardiola. Like again, people forget who he is. Like I think people have like mistaken who he is. Like he'll figure it out. Like Pep will figure it out. Like we might be low wherever, but then once it clicks with the thing about Man City and people are scared, like once it clicks and we start like it click and we start winning games, then everyone knows it's finished because we've done this and then the players know that as well. So once it gets to that like December time, like I think that's when I'll be like, oh cool. That's when I always make my judgments. Man City
Okay.
because we
So
even
I'll
in
hold you to
past.
that.
No, it's true.
I'll
Even
hold you to
you
that.
can in part even in past when we won a treble or won leagues, we don't sometimes all looks good till like the December January comes around,
December, yeah.
and then we're
No,
like,
you're
cool,
right.
it's business time. Pep locks in. Pep figures out the balance, like the players lock in more and stuff. So from me, I mean, I think from there I'll have enough to be like, cool, like we can still do this, or like But as of right now, there's no evidence, and also like when we spoke about Churchy, like he's gonna create so much. He's someone that Haaland's gonna love because he's gonna be playing playing that position where De Bruyne is, and he didn't have a good game against great game against Tottenham. He played ball, but again, he looks forward all the time. He's always looking forward. So and Foden is back. People forget. Ah, please, Foden, man. If you're watching this, remember people who you are, man. Remember people are
All right,
forgetting who you
I've been
is.
looking forward to Phil Foden getting back to his form. But with what you've touched on, with your ambition, whereby you still think City might win the league, right? Let's move on to the what's called European ambitions, or like you
Mm-hmm.
said, the Champions League ambitions.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you've seen your draw,
Mm-hmm.
whereby you've been thrown up against some heavyweights like Real Madrid,
Mm-hmm.
Dortmund, and Leverkusen.
Yeah.
Are you excited or anxious about this group? And what must City show to assert dominance in this Champions League this season?
We must again bring that aura back. Let people know, like when you're playing Man City, you know you're going to be a tough, like you're going to be in a tough game. Like control the game. They're gonna control the game as we do. We're gonna attack you. We're gonna like just keep attacking teams. And Europe more in the Champions League, teams don't set up as defensive, So it's a bit more free flowing and stuff. And so I think we'll be fine. I think if we don't come top eight, I'll be very disappointed. Last year was very disappointing. But
Yeah.
Real Madrid, we've got Real Madrid, and that'll be obviously a big fixture. I don't know, UEFA just been like they've been just banging it out, man. It's like it's fine, let it go,
I,
man. Let it go now,
I mean,
man.
it's the
But
same thing with Liverpool and Real Madrid again, anyway. But
yeah,
yeah,
but nah, but Real Madrid, like, yeah, that'll be a very big game again. Will show us where we are. Obviously, they're again implementing the Xabi style as well. Mbappe's looking sharp start of the season, but again, I think
hmm
we've got enough to worry them. I think that Marmoush coming like again, he came in January, right? He been them for a whole season now and suddenly plays more, you know. We have enough like depth again to establish yourself. Rodri being there, I think we'll be fine. I think you just come top eight. Like Dortmund isn't the same anymore as they used to. Like teams will give us trouble. Like there's teams that will give us trouble, but we have enough. I believe we have enough. Even like again, you'll be rotating like if like I'm hoping Savinho stays. Like that's one thing I want someone like
yeah.
he should
I've,
he stays. He makes a big difference, man, because
it looks
he's the
more
winger.
likely that he might stay. He looks because obviously Spurs have not signed Javi Simmons,
Simmons,
so
but they
yeah.
still want a
But I'm not
winger.
obviously
So we'll see
exactly
how it
that's
goes.
true. So
But if we don't get Rodrigo in, the only way he goes is if we get Rodrigo. So if we don't get
yeah,
Rodrigo, he's
yeah.
not going. So I'm not too fast, but I would love him to stay because again, he's the one that takes on his man and gets the ball in the box for Haaland. He does that numerous times. Right. So we have enough depth, like our depth, like it is enough for us to so I said dominance, So I think we'll be fine. We'll be in the top. We should be in the top eight. We're not in the top eight again. That'll be
hmm
disappointing, right? We got KDB coming back. We got Napoli there. We got Galatasaray, Dortmund, are not the
Yeah.
same no more. So our fixtures will be like they'll be good, but we should be fine. should be fine.
It should be
Like,
fine. Okay, so in a group, obviously you're saying top eight, but then
yep.
again, where exactly do you think City will go in the Champions League season?
In terms of
What are your expectations?
realistically,
Like
my
expectations? Yeah,
expectation,
yeah.
I'll say minimum, I'll say semi-final.
Hmm.
I think we should be, my
Okay,
expectations are we should be getting at least semi-final, you know, or like
okay.
yeah, semi like because again we've been like the last couple of years we've established like we're now a European powerhouse, right? And then when we growing
Yeah,
up in the Champions League, when you think about your powerhouse, like you might not always win it, but you're always in the last four. Like Chelsea also used to be in the last four back in the day. Liverpool used to be in the last back four back in the day. United, when Barca were dominant, they were always there. You know what I mean? Like I think when you get to the last stages you get, the more chance you have of winning it. Do you know what I mean? So I'm expect like again, I think we depend on draws and who we beat, but I don't think there's any team that's unbeaten in Europe. Again, it all
yeah. No,
depend
it's
on
true. You're right.
there's no one team where you're like, like back in the day where your Barcelona's, your Real Madrid's, like they'd be like, it's in the same. I think anyone on their day can beat anyone these days, right? Because there's so many teams. Obviously, PSG with a team to hold, but again, them winning, like people probably pay a bit more attention to them, like see how they kind of go again. But again, all depend from again, my mark will be when I'm looking at City and looking at how we're gonna do. It's that January, February, like January, December, February time. How we arrive in those situations will tell me what we're on. But with the team we have and how we're playing and how we play, like it's starting in the Club World Cup, the feeling I get, I think semifinals is to be our reach. And then you get there, you will see again. We won it
We see
before
what
now.
happens. Yeah.
We won it before now. Like so, but yeah, I'm excited for the Champions League, like because again, we have enough depth where even if they're not players are playing, have to try to prove themselves. And with the Champions League now as well, because of the league system as well, it's not like the managers have to take it more serious. Like that's proven us last year. Like Man City and Real Madrid didn't go in the top eight. They had to go through the other qualifying rounds to get through.
Qualifying run. Yeah, that one was a bit of a
So
tricky sort of
and
situation that you guys got yourself into.
the smaller teams as well. It's like eight knockout games, right? So everyone will be up for it. So like when it came through, everyone's bashing UEFA. But I think last year the games that we saw and the quality that was there is like more of that. So
No, it's true.
we should be
True.
fine. Get top eight, get top eight, like you get an extra rest, you get home advantage and stuff, and then see how you go. But again, it's more important about how you are in the Champions League is how you are in that February time because look what PSG last year. Like when we played
Yeah,
them,
yeah.
I think we Man City started off their stuff, bro, because we had them 2-0 and then they just came out of nowhere, slapped us 4-2, and then from then kicked on
From the net
and
kicked on, yeah.
kicked on. So but as long as we get top eight, I'm confident we should get top eight. So
Okay.
we'll be good.
Okay, so obviously in a group stage, not group per se, but top eight, and then obviously minimum you're expecting like the semifinals. Okay, that's fine.
I
So
say ceiling semifinals, minimum quarterfinals. We don't get at least
quarterfinals.
the quarterfinals at least. That's very disappointing.
Okay, that literally leads me straight on to our last sort of talking point, really. Looking at what is basically ahead for this weekend, you're
Hmm.
going away to Brighton.
Hmm.
Um, what must City prove immediately to actually show resilience and ambition after a tough home loss against Spurs?
Go and play the football and win the game and take advantage of that. Like again, I think people overreacted against the Spurs against lost, right? So
Yeah,
there's still doubters which they will have, but again, you're doubting a team that's won 4 or 5, right? In the
in a
last
row.
5 years.
Yeah,
So I think I'm looking forward to the team because Brighton a team that will let you play, right?
yeah, that's true.
They'll let you play. Don't be as solid as Spurs was because Spurs were very solid, right? So like we should have our space to play our football. I think we should win. We don't win is very disappointing. Like you don't eat like you need to get well, I play well, yes, but the win is very important. Going into international break, right? Going into international break, having 2 weeks off, you need to get free, like get a win without thinking about it because you come back like from after that's when it all kind of kicks off. You know what I mean?
The crack is off, yeah.
You don't want to be behind. You already free. Like again, you don't want to be behind the eight ball. We're talking about league. You don't want to be behind the eight ball. Like already 3 points behind your Liverpool and your Arsenal, which are your main rivals. You lose a game again. They're playing each other this week, right? So something's gotta give. You're gonna gain points on one or two. It's so like that, but you're gonna have to. So we can't. We have to win that game. Performance wise, would I want us to play well? Would I think we play well? Yeah, but for me, the 3 points are very key. I'm expecting Eden Haaland to score. Um, I'm expecting that. I'm expecting us to go to the level. Let's see. The keeper thing will be interesting. Let's see what Pep does
Yeah,
with that. The keeper thing will be. Will he trust Trafford? Would he bring in Edison? Um, Rico Lewis again, probably maybe let Nunes play. You know, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he goes with. Will Foden start because he came on the other day, done well. So there's a lot of interesting caveats there. But I think we should. I think we should win. We should win. Like it's a must win just for the situation we're in because then I said to you, you don't win, you draw. Either Liverpool, Arsenal lose or like win each other. That's another what? That's 5 points already,
5 points,
So
yeah.
you don't want to, and you don't want to start chasing. Yeah, it's early, but again, you don't want to chase too early because it's too, it takes too long. So I think 3 points. I think Brian will asked to play. They've what, lost one and drew one, so they're probably going to be looking for. And Brighton they're a big team killer, so it's going to be an interesting one. But I think we should like yeah, we got enough to win.
You should.
Get back to ourselves. I
Okay.
think a good 3-1. I'm expecting a 3-1, 3-0. Like try to keep a clean sheet again. Win 3-0, 2-0. But me Barrett score one. Like you concede one, that's fine. And just get that good feel before the international break. Transfer window
International break.
finishes, and
Yeah.
then we'll get back. Because like I said to you, Arsenal, Liverpool, someone is gonna. That's the game this week. Something's gonna give. Someone will drop points. All right, so
No, it's true. It's true.
capitalize on that
True.
straight away and just be there.
Okay. Okay. Well, you've already given me your expectations on City,
Hmm.
what's called still challenging for the league, and obviously maybe challenging for the Champions League. But right now, my last question to you
Hmm.
is, or what I would like to know is, who will be your top four and who will be your champions? So let's start from fourth
Hmm. Hmm.
up until second, and obviously, who do you think will be champions
You win.
of the Premier League?
So do I have to go with my head or do I have to go with my heart?
Both.
Both.
Your
I'll
heart
give you.
probably telling you
Yeah.
C is gonna win the league.
Yeah.
So
So I'll go if I go my heart first and I go my
just
head,
give me a
right?
balance. Give me a
Yeah, I'll give you balance.
balanced
So
take. All right,
I
give me a
think
balanced
this
take.
I think in terms of I think Chelsea will get top four. Spurs are making
Okay.
some good signings, so that could be interesting. But again, Champions League in the depth, I think Chelsea will get top four. And then Liverpool third. I think Arsenal again second. I'm going my heart, and then Man City first. If I'm gonna go with my head, which I think Arsenal are favorites, I
Yeah.
think it should be Arsenal first,
Mhm.
City second,
Mhm.
Liverpool third,
Yeah.
and Chelsea fourth. I think that's how kind of plays out. I think we
I've
again
locked it in.
huh?
I've locked it in now.
No,
You cannot change
it's
your
fine.
mind.
No,
That's
no,
it.
I'm not
That's
changing your
it.
mind. I think that's
All
if we
right.
listen, we get second, we're in the Champions League. I'm happy, dude. I'm happy. So
Okay.
we but Arsenal should be again. They should be. You guys should be favorites. You guys should be favorites. Like your team, your defense especially, right? It's formidable, and that's one thing I can't hear on. Your defense is formidable. Like and again like defense defense win championships. Like even when we've been good
It
attacking
should.
wise, even when
It
even it,
should.
no, it should, but mostly just gives you. Even when Man City, everyone talk about Man City, like when we've won our, it's because we're attacking teams so much. They don't attack us, so we defend and we get like if you check, I think Edison's got like at least 4 or 5 Golden Gloves, right? Because
Mhm.
when even though everyone's doesn't associate Pep with defensive football, but because we're attacking teams so much and they don't have energy to attack us, we basically protect our back line, right? So that's what I think. I think that's what will win us the league if Man City do win it. As going at teams because going forward wise, the talent we have is incredible. Like we have the best goal scorer in the world, right? We have electric wingers. We have creative players. We have Mamouche like winger slash striker. So we have so much talent in those areas. I think that's our success. The midfielders, your Churches, your Foldens, that's our success. The way we win the league is not being better in defensively because we're not gonna. You guys have better defense than us. I'm not gonna lie about that. So it'll be
Okay.
interesting again. It'll be interesting season. I think we got you guys what soon after the international break. So
Yeah.
that'll be coming up. That's
Soonish.
another big game as well. Um, but yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. But yeah, give me my predictions.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes.
You see how it goes. Sheldon, listen, I appreciate you joining early morning from Australia, honestly.
Take the yards.